Hey guys, how are you? All right, so today we are going to talk about the prime areas, specifically on Facebook, that everybody needs to make sure that they're using for their businesses. Yesterday, we talked about having a clear profile picture so that people know that it's you as you're connecting, so they can see your smile, your bright, beautiful eyes, and that they make that connection with you when they come and they find you on different areas of social media. Today, we are going to talk about some areas on your cover photo, most importantly, and why that's so important. So I am going to go and do a screen share here, and we are going to talk, and I'm going to show you guys that. So let's go to my Facebook page. Hopefully here this will open up. Maybe. All right, so your cover photo and why this is so important. As I talked to you guys about yesterday, you guys are going to meet people from all over different areas of social media. I always encourage my coaches to start on 2 platforms of social media and making sure that they use those platforms well. There's no reason to expand into all of these different areas and to learn all these different areas of social media if you're not using 2 areas really, really well. So for my business, I like to use Facebook and I like to use Instagram, and I have a Facebook business page that I use. When I first started as a coach, I used Facebook and Instagram. Maybe you're somebody that is really into Instagram and not so much about Facebook, then you would create a Facebook business page and an Instagram page. But let's choose 2 and let's make sure that we're really consistent in those areas. All right, so as you guys can see, this is my cover photo. I want people to know who I am. So when they come to my page, what does my page represent? I obviously, I'm a business coach and really into wellness. I'm into, good vibes, positivity. I love to travel. I'm a mom and I'm a wife. These are the things really signify who I am. And so I told my audience who I am and what to really expect from my page. Now, I created this on a program called PicMonkey, and I'll go into that here shortly and show you guys how to do that. But also, behind my page, I have information. So if I click on this, you will see that it tells about me. So it tells that I'm a mom. It tells that I created a blog, The Afitnurse. It tells a little bit about my story and a little about my journey and how I got started as a coach. It also has links to health and fitness coaching, and it also has a link to my new coach training group as well. It also includes different areas on social media and my email on where that they can find me. All of these little documents that I made here, I use them using WooFoo forms, so WUFOO forms, and it's a free service. You guys can use that. You guys can come to my page. You guys can click on mine and see what mine looks like. You are more than welcome to duplicate mine. As a new coach, I feel like using applications is really important for your business because it makes you look most professional, but this is not something you have to do right now. Put this kind of on your list of something that you want to get done within the first month. So right now, we're kind of working more on launching our businesses. If you have other handles that you're using on social media, make sure that you include those there, and as well as an email address. I encourage all of you to have an email just for your business. So you have a personal email and that you have a business email that you can use, because you will be getting a lot of emails. So I like to keep my business and my personal separate, and so that's why I have a business email. But most importantly, I like to keep my business and I like to keep my personal stuff separate. So I encourage you guys all to also start your own email if you haven't already. That's just going to be dedicated for your business. So 2 areas that I want to make sure that we're taking advantage of is this little space behind the picture that's going to tell a little bit about you. You can have a little area that says click me so that they know that they can find more information about you here. And then also the cover photo. So your cover photo, what I want you to think of is, who are you? Who are you? What do you represent? What do you like? What are your passions? What are your interests? What are some things that you've overcome? Include those in your cover photo. If you are, when I talk about the 5 pillars and the interest in my life, I like to talk about fitness. I like to talk about faith. I like to talk about my fashion. I like to talk about my family. I like to talk about motivation and living your life by design. And that's what you're going to find on my page. So again, your vibe attracts your tribe. So think about those 5 things. And when it comes to us posting on social media, which we'll talk about in a bit as you get going in your training, is that those 5 pillars is what you should be talking about on a consistent basis on your page, so that people understand what your values are, what your interests are, and that you're not confusing your audience. That's another call. We'll talk about that later. But for now, your cover photo, let's make sure that we all have a beautiful cover photo. This is basically the outside of your business when it comes to social media. And so what do you want your office space to look like? Like, what do you want your building, I should say the building, to look like, right? We don't want it to look like a shack. Sometimes some of us, we get started. I know myself, I had like a big picture of like my kids. That's fine to be able to do that, but you are much more than a mom. You have much more to offer, and I want you to be able to connect with more people. So I created this on PicMonkey, and we'll kind of go over that within a minute. But your cover photo is really, really an important piece to your business to let your audience know who you are and what you stand for. So let's make sure that we're using this space. Now, a couple other things is that you all have this intro area on your page as well. I like to tell people kind of who I am. So kind of, I am a mom. I'm a 2-time top 10 coach. I'm into wellness. I like to lead leaders. I'm all about good vibes. And I include my email here as well. So think about yourself and who you are in this area. But most importantly here, include that email address so people know how to get in touch with you. The other area is this, your interests. You will see I don't have Beachbody coach in there. Not that it's a bad problem, but I feel like my brand is more important than just Beachbody coaching, right? So I have links to my like pages on here. So when you guys start your business like pages on Facebook, you guys can connect your links here. As you'll see, this is one of my pages that I run. And then this here is the other page that I run. So this is my business page that I run, and this is more me. I had to create a page that's more me because my friends list is running out. You can only have 5,000 people max liking that you're friends with on Facebook. And so if you're adding in people every day, you're making connections with people, when you have new challengers, you need to have new coaches, this is going to max out, which is why I ended up creating another page, which I treat just like my personal page. Really, really important. You don't need to have a brand to create a personal page or a like page or a business page. It's just a way to connect with more people. So as you guys will see, here's my page. The stuff that I post on my personal page is also what I post on my business page, okay? So don't get overwhelmed when you think, oh my gosh, I'm just starting to get used to one form of social media. Whether you decide that you're going to use Instagram or whether you decide that you're going to use a business page like that, you're posting the same information on all sites. So it does not have to be extra information. You're just going to be posting the same information. So copy and paste what you post on your personal page, what you post onto your business pages, okay? I have a little history. Being a nurse, I attract a lot of nurses in my business, so I obviously include that area here. And then you have an area where you can highlight 5 photos. Make sure that those pictures represent you. So again, when people come to your page, they know what to expect. So I'm a girl boss, right? I lead a team. I'm very family oriented. I love my kids. Of course, we all love our kids, but I want people to know that I'm a mom. I am a wife, so my husband and I's relationship is really important. I love the beach, and I love everything about the beach and all the beach vibes and everything about that. So that's why this picture is here. Also, like friendships, right? And then my speaking engagements that I do. So this is why I chose these 5 pictures. I want you to think about your 5 pictures and what 5 pictures you can use there. Most often it's going to be a picture of you and your friends. It's going to be a picture of you and your family. It might be a picture of yourself. Maybe it's a picture of you and your husband, you and your boyfriend. Maybe it's something that you like to do. Maybe you're into skiing or lacrosse, or maybe you like to, maybe you really like fashion, like whatever it is, whatever highlights you, maybe it's church, then make sure that you are using this space here to make sure that you're represented in that area. Okay. Quickly, a little bit about posting on social media. When you're posting on social media, I want you guys to think about that you are sharing your story. This is where it's really important. You're sharing your story. You're sharing the things that you enjoy. So if you look at my pictures, you will see I have a post today. It's fall, so I have a poster here, but I love pumpkin, okay? And as you kind of scroll down, you'll see a picture of my kids, because again, that's part of what I am. I like to talk about my kids. This is a picture from our retreat from this weekend. So that was just something that was tagged on me. Again, this is a picture again that was tagged on. And so I let this become allowed to my page as well. A picture of my faith. So you guys can see, like, I've not really posted. It's not a Beachbody journey, right? It's me. I'm my brand. And I think that that's really important as you get started as a new coach, that you understand that you are your brand. Hence why personal development is so important, because you're only going to attract like-minded individuals. So you always want to be elevating yourself. And the more that you work on yourself, the better people that you are going to be able to attract into your business. This is why personal development is so important. You will never attract somebody that's better than you, ever. It's a very, very rare case that you will. You're always going to attract like-minded individuals, people that are just like you. So personal development is key. So this is a picture of I did a story about my faith, talking about Jesus. Again, pumpkin. I love pumpkins. So you guys will see, because it's fall, I post a lot of different things about pumpkin. Maybe you live a gluten-free lifestyle. Maybe you're somebody that's really into organic and natural living and using this natural resources in your diet or in your lifestyle. Share that stuff. You're going to connect with other like-minded individuals that are in natural life. I know we have some coaches in this team that just kind of came out of college and are starting your new job. So yours is going to look a little bit different, than what mine looks like, but that's okay. So maybe you're going out on the weekends and we're hanging out with your friends. Maybe it's, getting used to having a job, not being able to work out at the gym every day. Your journey and your story is really important. So when I think about this, I want you guys to write this down on a piece of paper. When I think about this, I want you to think about, number one, what areas in your life have you struggled with and overcome that you can share with another person that might be going through the same thing? Okay. Number two, what are your interests? That's what I just talked about here. That 5 pillars. What interests you? Okay. Number three, what was your life like before Beachbody? Number 4, what is your life like now because of Beachbody? And number 5, where are you going with Beachbody? Casting that vision of where you're taking your business is really, really important, that you're casting vision of what Beachbody is going to do into your life. So what this might look like. I was somebody that struggled with eating disorders for much of my life. So before Beachbody, I was somebody that was a chronic dieter. I used diet pills. I did everything else that you can possibly imagine to lose weight, including struggling with anorexia, struggling with bulimia for 8 years of my life. So that was before Beachbody, okay? Now that I'm with Beachbody, I'm much more healthy because I have a community, I have support, I have people that keep me accountable to my goals. I use social media for that as well. And so because of Beachbody, now I'm healthy and I don't focus on calories. I don't focus on the scale. I don't focus on my body image. I focus on overall health and wellness and treating my body with the respect that it deserves, something that was not possible before Beachbody. I also am a much more positive individual. I look at life I look at life as an opportunist. I don't look at what happens to me as a downfall. I look at everything kind of as a learning environment, and that the struggles that I'm faced with are things that I can learn from and things that I can learn through and that are going to become me stronger. So those are things that are a little bit different. Where am I going with Beachbody? As you guys know, if you follow me, I want to be able to create a life by design and freedom for generations to come. This is for my family. This is for their family. This is also for the orphanage. I want to open up an orphanage. I want to be able to create like a community garden. I really want to create a fashion line that gives back to other needs and things as well. These are things that I see in my visions of where Beachbody can take me. And so you will see me talking about that kind of stuff on social media because I know the possibilities with Beachbody and what this platform is going to allow me to do. So every day when you're posting on social media, you are sharing your story based on one of those 5 things that we just talked about in those examples that I just gave you. So when you're thinking, you're posting, that's really one that I want you guys to talk about. Posting 3 to 5 times on social media keeps you present, for 1, in people's eyes. 2, lets people know more about you. 3 are commercials for your business, right? They need to know that your business is open. They need to know what it is that you stand for. People are going to join your business because of you. You, not necessarily for the products. The products are absolutely amazing, and we like to talk about our products a lot because our products have changed our lives. But I can sell you 21-day fix, and you can sell somebody 21-day fix. So what is going to be the difference on why somebody buys a challenge pack from me and decides to get to my challenge group versus you is going to be the story and the journey that I'm sharing. Again, this is what's so cool about this business is that I'm going to relate to some people and I'm not going to relate to some people, and you're going to relate to people that I'm not going to relate to. Hence why my story is important, that I'm telling my story, because I can help somebody that is in that area of their life and be able to make those connections with them, where your story is going to connect to other people. Again, my story is not going to connect to everybody, and that's okay. This is why our stories are so, so important when we're sharing our journey. So sharing our journey 3 to 5 times on social media, that's the reason why you're doing that, to be able to connect others to your journey. So, share your fitness journey every day, that you are day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. At the end of day 30, you have a transformation picture. Sometimes you might want to even transformation picture weekly, bi-weekly, but to be able to show the progress of where you're going. And so people have a story that they can follow. That's why we're posting on social media. Also, to know that what you're doing, you're continuing on your journey, and they can invite them along. So twice a week, we like to do what we call to action posts, where we invite them to our challenge groups, right? And we will be doing our first challenge group post here very, very shortly. Actually, tomorrow, we will be doing this and have it ready to go on Sunday. So I'm going to share with you guys how to do that tomorrow, but you're going to be introducing that you are a coach, and you are going to be inviting them along on your first challenge group. Remember, 2 call to action posts a week. I like to do a call to action post on Sundays or Mondays, and I like to do another one on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Again, it kind of depends on your market. I feel like my call to action posts do best on Sundays and Mondays, and then on Wednesdays. So that's when you will see my call to action post, meaning that I am inviting them to something. I'm inviting them either to a free group, I'm inviting them either to coaching, or I am inviting them to the challenge group that I'm running. So you can be on the fitness journey, but unless people know that they can join along with you, then it really doesn't do that much good. I had so many people when I started that were like, that's so awesome that you do coaching. I wish I could do that too. And I was like, aha, I haven't let them know that they can do this too. So that's where your call to action posts are really, really, really important. Quickly, because I have to get on a call, I'm just going to quickly show you PicMonkey. It is not available. Well, there is an app for it, but the app isn't really good. So everything that I do for PicMonkey is available here. And what I want you to do using PicMonkey is you are going to go to Collage, or you could use Design. So Design has cover photo as well, but I want you to use Collage. Collage is the easier thing to do. And then when you go over here, click on this little square, and you are going to create a cover photo. They have all different designs on how you can create it. So let's just say we're going to use this one. And then what you're going to do is you are going to upload, add some images, and replace these. And then you guys can also, so you guys can see like I made this one there. Let me just find a photo, anything. So we'll just use this one here. I'm going to add some pictures to this, pull them over in, and I'm going to create a cover photo. And then after you've put your pictures in here, depending on which cover photo design you want to use, then you are going to go to export to editor. And yes, I'm ready to export. And then if I wanted to write over this at all, like click here or include my name, then I'm going to use some of these fonts. and we'll just quick add this on here. So I can say like Alyssa Schomaker, or I could put on there like my pillars, right? My faith, nutritious foods, wellness, leading a team, my family, whatever it is that describes you. That's some of the stuff that you guys can put on there. So that's your assignment for today, guys, is to get your cover photo done. Again, we need to make sure we're treating our businesses like a business. So this is why we start out and we are making sure we have a great profile picture, and as well as using the space on our Facebook to make sure that our cover photo also matches and kind of tells our story. So any questions with this at all, let me know. I'm happy to help you guys with the cover photos. So when you guys are completed with them, please post them below and I will help you with them. Getting used to playing around with PinkMonkey. This is how I edit most of my photos. This is how I make a lot of the photos you guys see on social media. So this is something that I use a lot. So get used to playing around with this. It's a really, really great tool to be able to use. Any questions that you guys have, just let me know. And we're really getting going now. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. All right, see you later.